Rise and shine. 6 a.m. and your hand can't make it to the alarm clock before the voices in your head start telling you that it's too early, too dark, and too cold to get out of bed. Aching muscles lie still in rebellion, pretending not to hear your brain commanding them to move. A legion of voices are shouting their unanimous permission for you to hit the snooze button and go back to dreamland. But you didn't ask their opinion. The voice you've chosen to listen to is one of defiance. A voice that says there was a reason you set that alarm in the first place. So sit up, put your feet on the floor, and don't look back, because we've got work to do. Welcome to the grind. For what is each day but a series of conflicts between the right way and the easy way? 10,000 streams fan out like a river delta before you, each one promising the path of least resistance. Thing is, you're headed upstream. And when you make that choice, when you decide to turn your back on what's comfortable and safe and what some would call common sense, well, that's day one. From there, it only gets tougher. So just make sure this is something you want, because the easy way out will always be there, ready to wash you away. All you have to do is pick up your feet. But you aren't going to, are you? With each step comes the decision to take another. You're on your way now, but this is no time to dwell on how far you've come. You're in a fight against an opponent you can't see, but oh, you can feel him on your heels, can't you? Feel him breathing down your neck. You know what that is? That's you. Your fears, your doubts, and insecurities all lined up like a firing squad, ready to shoot you out of the sky. But don't lose heart. While they're not easily defeated, they are far from invincible. Remember, this is the grind, the battle royale between you and your mind, your body, and the devil on your shoulder who's telling you that this is just a game. This is just a waste of time. Your opponents are stronger than you. Drown out the voice of uncertainty with the sound of your own heartbeat. Burn away your self-doubt with a fire lit beneath you. Remember what we're fighting for, and never forget that momentum is a cruel mistress. She can turn on a dime or the smallest mistake. She is ever searching for the weak place in your armor, that one tiny thing you forgot to prepare for. So as long as the devil is hiding the details, the question remains, is that all you got? Are you sure? And when the answer is yes, when you've done all you can to prepare yourself for battle, then it's time to go forth and boldly face your enemy, the enemy within. Only now you must take that fight into the open, into hostile territory. You're a lion in a field of lions, all hunting the same elusive prey with a desperate starvation that says victory is the only thing that can keep you alive. So believe that voice that says you can run a little faster, and you can throw a little harder, and that for you, the laws of physics are merely a suggestion. Luck is the last dying wish of those who want to believe that winning can happen by accident. Sweat, on the other hand, is for those who know it's a choice. So decide now, because destiny waits for no man. And when your time comes and 1,000 different voices are trying to tell you you're not ready for it, listen instead to that lone voice of dissent. The one that says you are ready, you are prepared. It's all up to you now. So rise and shine.
Welcome to the Seth Thibodeaux Show, featuring the head coach of Nicholls State University Baseball, Seth Thibodeaux. Today's program is presented by the Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional, dedicated to patient-centered excellence. The Seth Thibodeaux Show is also sponsored by Rouse's Supermarkets. You're either local or you're not. And by People's Health, your Medicare health team. Hello, Colonel fans. Welcome to the Seth Thibodeaux Show, presented by the Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional. I'm your host, Mike Wagenheim, alongside the head coach of the Colonel baseball team, Seth Thibodeaux. Rise and shine, my friend.
Yeah, it's here. It's every day, so we're ready for it. What a great weekend.
In fact, the team practicing late tonight, so they're in the locker room and getting showered up right now. We moved to our alternate studio, and the grind is here. And the reason that you guys have grinded all season long is for this weekend. You're still in the championship chase here.
Absolutely, and it's what we talked about. It's what we worked for, and it's where you want to be with 3 games left to play at your place. So there's nothing else to say about it other than how exciting is it, and the hard work is paying off.
So many things still to be accomplished this weekend. Not only the title up for grabs, you're a win away from 30 for the season. That hasn't been done in a few decades here. You're a win away from clinching a winning season. That hasn't happened since 2002, so there's a lot to play for this weekend.
So much to play for, and such a great weekend. It's senior weekend. It's emotional time, but let's use that in a positive way, and I think our guys are ready for that. They're excited about it. Finals are ending, so the zombie look is going away a little bit and the focus is coming back a little more, and that's a good sign.
Now, you took on Stephen F. Austin this past weekend. Unfortunately, the Lumberjacks, some technical difficulties. They were unable to get us footage from Friday and Sunday, but we'll talk about all three games. We start on Friday night. The Colonel offense limited to just 3 hits in that one. Dylan Mangum, an outstanding job on the hill for Stephen F. Austin.
Mangum did a really good job. We jumped on him early with some really good at-bats and were able to score a run early. And we had an opportunity in the second and third inning maybe to score a couple of runs and really kind of put some things and put ourselves in a good situation. Unfortunately, he adjusted a little bit, changed what he was doing on the mound, and really set us down pretty good for the rest of the way.
Seth Stevens had an RBI single in the first inning in that game, and then you fell behind. We're able to produce a couple of unearned runs in the 8th, at least keep the pressure on, but unfortunately falling in the bottom half of the 9th, just a wacky play at the plate, a drop ball on a fielder's choice. Connor Fikes winds up scoring. Fikes had a good day at the plate, and you fall 4-3 in the opener, but that game was there for the taking.
It was there for the taking. We battled back hard late, and it was really good to see that. And my heart goes out to Satriano because he was about to pitch his way out of that, and he went for the kill a little bit on that play right in front of him, and he was thinking double play the entire time, trying to be as fast as he could with it, and I'm with him on that. He was aggressive. He made his mistake aggressive, and certainly not down on him, and those guys were able to pull it out, and really and truly we may have given one away there and probably did. But we're a great bounce-back team. We've done it all year long, and so I knew coming right back on Saturday that we'd be ready for it.
You wind up falling 4-3, and a change in the lineup necessitated Phillip Lyons dealing with an illness the day before the game, and he's been beat up, some bruised ribs that he's been dealing with for a few weeks. So Leo Vargas hit in that leadoff spot, and unfortunately, you didn't get the usual production out of Leo.
Yeah, I probably put a little bit too much on himself, trying to do a little too much instead of just playing his game, and that's how he gets himself in trouble. He's such a competitor. He wanted to do a lot there, and really didn't have his best night, and that's part of the game. But, like always, he's going to bounce back as well.
So, with the Colonel's championship hopes slipping away a little bit, they would need to bounce back on Saturday, and a great guy to have on the hill, lefty sophomore Grant Bourne, who had 5 consecutive quality starts coming into this one. Grant would get some help from his defense in this contest, too. He issues a leadoff walk to Matthew Dickey in the first, but how about Darius Knight out in center field? Only his 13th start of the year, and he takes a hit away from Ricardo Sanchez. Nichols was pretty much flawless defensively in this one. Now, Bourne would later pick Dickey off of first. Then in the third, he gets Connor Fikes in the rundown. How about this? Grant Bourne with 3 pickoffs in this one. Catcher Christian Correa caught another man stealing. Base runners eliminated left and right. Into the fourth, a hit batsman, bunt single, and sacrifice sets it up for Correa. The fly ball out to a left off of right-hander Kevin Bishop, deep enough to plate Leo Vargas. Nichols out to a 1-0 lead. Correa finished up the weekend strong at the dish. Bishop and Bourne went toe-to-toe in a terrific duel. Bourne continued to hold SFA in check, and the Colonel offense finally gives him some breathing room in the 8th. They put some pressure on, and Justin Smith's grounder is too tough for shortstop Will Vest to handle. The error scores Phillip Lyons after he stole third base. It's 2-0 here in favor of the red and gray. Meanwhile, Grant Bourne continues strong into the bottom half of the 8th. He fans Dan O'Neill just outstanding. He had a 3-hit shutout going through 8. Correa would score on a Jared Green wild pitch in the 9th, and it's looking good with Nichols up by 3. But SFA gets to Bourne for 4 hits in the 9th, the last coming on this Nick Ramos single to right. It scores Dickey, breaking up the shutout with only 1 gone. Bourne is pulled. Now, Brett Thornell's sac fly off of Mark Frazier made it 3-2. Then with 2 runners in scoring position and 2 outs, O'Neill hits one back through the box. Leo Vargas with a diving stop to keep it in the infield. The tying run comes across, but Vargas here throws out Brandon Smith, who was looking to score from second base. We are square at 3, heading into extra innings. Into the 11th, runners at the corners, 1 gone. How about this? David Zorn lays down the safety squeeze, scoring Tanner Vanderveer. Perfectly executed. Nichols gets the lead back. Then Darius Knight registers his 3rd hit of the game, scoring Zorn. The ball gets through the legs of the right fielder, Ricardo Sanchez, as he came up trying to throw. Knight will try to round the bases here. He doesn't quite make it. A 9-4-2 putout coming up at the plate, but Knight comes up with a 3-hit day out of the 9th spot in the order. Colonels lead it by a score of 5-3. Mark Picciola comes on for the save. He gets Ramos to fly out with a man on. Ball game over. 5-3 is your final. The Colonels clinch a spot in the Southland tournament, their 8th extra inning game of the year. Coach, I know you had to watch this one from the bus after being tossed out in the 8th, but you want to talk about keeping the faith and staying poised. even after a Friday night's loss, and then SFA coming back on Saturday for the Colonels to eke out that game, something special.
What a total team effort, and unfortunately for Grant Bourne, who was absolutely flawless all day long, the luck ran out a little bit for him, and you know, he made great pitches and some balls fell in place, and that's part of the game. But to have, you know, to give up the lead, for our guys to come right back and take the lead off of some big hits, some great base running, play some defense, and to have Mark Picciola come out and be himself there was huge. And I'm really proud of our guys for fighting like that. It's hard to win on the road in this league, and for them to emotionally give up one and then come right back in extra innings there and win it on the road, that was really special.
And then Sunday, you turn around with all that emotion and momentum going again, and Brandon Jackson just gives you a nearly flawless effort.
Yeah, absolutely, and that just goes back to another senior bouncing back after a tough start last week at Southeastern. He comes back and he just puts us on his shoulders and carries us, and we do some things offensively to get some runs, and fortunately enough, we were able to hang on.
Jackson with 8 shutout innings. He gives up just 5 hits with a walk and 6 strikeouts. Meanwhile, Tyler Duplantis with an RBI infield hit in the 4th and a run-scoring double in the 8th, and the Colonels pull out the victory once again over Stephen F. Austin. Josh Keith for SFA, their bright spot in that game. He held you in check coming out of the bullpen. Really couldn't generate any offense late against him, but you got it going early, and that proved to be enough.
Yeah, we did. We got it going early, and we had some really good at-bats and nothing to show for it early, but 1-0 lead, and then we manufactured some runs in the middle innings. He did come out of that pen, and he had some good sink. He was a totally different type of arm than what we were seeing, and he did a great job out of the pen. Fortunately, we were able to pitch it and play some great defense and allow ourselves to be successful.
Another 5-3 victory for the Colonels, and in fact, your first win over Stephen F. Austin since 2008, your first series win.
It was big. I was asking Coach Pearl on the way to Nacogdoches, when was the last time this program has beaten Stephen F.? It seems like they've always got our number, winning 2 out of 3 from us every year, and it was big to go there, get it done in front of an emotional time for them on their senior weekend. Like I said, anytime you can go somewhere and win 2 out of 3 is huge on the road, but to be able to do it against Stephen F. Austin, someone we haven't been able to do that against, was big for us.
We're going to tell you what it all means as far as the Colonels' championship aspirations are concerned when we come back with more of the Seth Thibodeaux Show here, presented by the Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional.
You may know Thibodaux Regional was the first hospital in the region to take a leadership role in athletic safety. But did you know they're the only hospital in the region to offer advanced concussion testing technology? That their certified athletic trainers assist high schools with team event coverage, and that they provide prevention education to coaches, athletes, and parents? TJ Boudreau knows they're here for athletes of all ages. Parents, coaches, and athletes know Thibodaux Regional Medical Center for expert, compassionate care.
Donnie, I'm in Rouse's at least 3 times a week, and I want the best prices every day.
Come on, Chef. Let's go shopping.
All right. There's got to be at least 1,000 items just on this one aisle.
At Rouse's, we stock more groceries than anyone else.
I can see that. So what's with the tag? Best price every day.
It's the Rouse's guarantee. You're getting our lowest price every day.
So when I see this tag,
you know you don't have to wait for a sale.
I can shop any day
and get our best price every day. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not.
Well, we're all about the people that we care for. Every day we find a way to make your life better, that's what we're here for. Yeah, we're all about the people. We help you take care of yourself. That's what we do. We're here for you with people's health.
We welcome you back to the Seth Thibodeaux Show, presented by the Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional. I'm Mike Wagenheim, alongside the head coach of the Colonel baseball team, Seth Thibodeaux, playing for a championship this weekend, my friend. You think you'd be here?
Yeah, we did. We talked a lot about it, and it was good to see our guys really buy into everything we've done. And it's been a total team effort. And what I mean by that is not just in our program, but administration, fans, supporters. It's been a lot of fun, and it's exactly where we want to be each and every year. And like I was mentioning our team earlier, our seniors have set a standard for what we need to work for each and every year, and so we're going to honor them this weekend. But boy, it's good to be where we're at, and we want this hunger, this excitement, this pride, this passion is something we want to be and be in every single year.
1 weekend left in the regular season. Here's what it looks like in the Southland. Sam Houston, Corpus Christi, Northwestern State, Nichols, and McNeese State have all clinched a tournament berth. Southeastern Louisiana just about in. Central Arkansas, Lamar, and Oral Roberts are tied for 7th, with Houston Baptist hanging on for dear life in 10th. By the way, Lamar plays ORU this weekend. Sam has won 11 in a row. They're tied with Corpus for 1st, and those teams play each other in Huntsville this weekend. So here's what's left for the Colonels. They can't win the regular season title outright. That can't happen, but they can still grab a share of the championship. In order to do so, they'll need to sweep McNeese State at home this weekend. They'll also need that Sam Houston Corpus Christi series to be decided 2 games to 1. It doesn't matter which team wins, just no sweep. That would result in a 3-way tie for first place. Northwestern State could also grab a share if they sweep at Southeastern and if there's no sweep in the Sam Corpus series. You got 4 teams with 3 games left with a legitimate shot at sharing the Southland title. That's exciting.
It's exciting. It speaks a lot about our league, and it's fun, and it just makes for a special part of college baseball. It's good for our conference. It's good for everyone involved, and I'm really happy to be one of those 4.
Now, it's not going to be easy, and it's tough to sweep teams even at home, but again, it all starts Thursday night. Friday and Saturday don't matter if you don't get Thursday.
We have to make sure we're focused and ready to go on Thursday, and we've been in these positions before, and we've had to do some things, and we're not going to even worry about Friday. We're not worried about Saturday. We have a mature group, and McNeese is going to come in here hungry. Those guys want to make sure they get some wins. They want to beat us as well, and that makes us better for next week in the postseason. So it's a great thing. It's good to be a part of it, and we're not scared of it. We're not shying away from it. We want to take care of our business on Thursday night.
This team has had to battle just to qualify for the Southland tournament the last 3 years. In fact, it's come down to the final day of the season every time. Do you think having that sort of experience, that tight situation experience under your belts as a veteran club is going to help you this weekend?
I do. I really do. I think that there's more of, not a relaxation mindset, but more of a real focus on what we need to do. We've been there. We've done that. Our guys understand, the importance of each and every pitch, and I have to remind them they are 18 to 22 years old, and their mind can wander away a little bit. But for the most part, with the leadership that we've had from Tyler Duplantis, Leo Vargas, and Brandon Jackson, and really the entire senior class, including Picciola and Cormier, I expect them, and I know that they have a standard for themselves in which they know what they have to do to compete, and I want them to enjoy every single pitch, because you don't get to do this a lot in your lifetime. You only have 4 years to play college baseball, so you're in a position to do something special. Let's enjoy it. Let's not press. There's no pressure there. Let's enjoy our time at home. We're at our place. We know the dead's going to be packed out, and we're ready for the excitement.
Can't wait. We've got complete coverage of Nichols baseball on the Colonel Sports Radio Network, presented by your local Super Chevy dealers. The Colonels gun for a title this weekend against McNeese. The series in Thibodaux begins on Thursday at 6, continuing Friday at 6 for Senior Day, and then we'll wrap up the regular season on Saturday at 1. All games will be carried live on KTIB 640 AM. Coach, what does McNeese specifically bring to the table?
Well, I'll tell you this. It starts at the top. Justin Hill's done a great job of taking over the reins there at McNeese, in which he was left in a good situation from Terry Burrows, who's a very dear friend of mine. Did a great job of rebuilding the program and left it in good hands for for Justin Hill. He has done a really good job. He's a very disciplined coach. They do a great job in organizing their pitching staff. They really like to hit and run. They like to manufacture runs. They're not going to sit around and wait for anything like McNeese teams in years past. So, and they're going to be hungry to beat Nichols. It's always a great rivalry. It's always great baseball. And so I expect them to come out with their best shot. I expect their pitching staff to pitch really well. I expect them to play great defense like they have all year long. And I expect pressure from their offense. And I want to do the same. It's our mindset as well. So we'll absorb the blow, and we'll try to throw the blow right back at them.
Colonels playing for a share of the Southland crown coming up this weekend against McNeese. We have much more coming up on the other side here on the Seth Thibodeaux Show, presented by the Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional. Back here with you on the Seth Thibodeaux Show, presented by the Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional. I'm Mike Wagenheim, alongside the head coach of the Colonel Baseball Program, Seth Thibodeaux. We should have some great crowds this weekend here against McNeese.
I think it's going to be exciting. I know that we have St. Genevieve Elementary from here in town coming out for the first game on Thursday night, and that's exciting. And we spend a lot of time at their elementary and do some physical education classes with them and read to them. And they've been a fun partner for us, and we're excited about that. We're also excited about senior night, which is always a great time for our seniors and their families, their parents. And that'll be on Friday night. And then, of course, Saturday, it's Game 3. I know John Deere's coming out here with a big crowd, and that'll be exciting. And also, I have some young men that are getting their degrees on Saturday, and Dr. Murphy's going to come out and present that to them on Saturday before the game. So that's a really neat deal, and I'm very appreciative of their hard work and their dedication to our program.
Yeah, just another sacrifice that student athletes make, not being able to walk with their classmates, but the degrees will come to them on the ball field.
For sure. Then all the hard work pays off. There is no other place they'd rather be than playing a ball game at their place in front of their family and a great crowd.
All right, well, while the guys are still playing, women's athletics is on the tail end of their season here at Nichols, but plenty of great things still going on. Tiffany Williams has the details.
This has been a standout week for Nichols women's athletics. A track athlete brought home gold at the Southland Conference Championships, while a softball player made some Colonel history, and an annual fundraiser netted the women's program's extra revenue through the generosity of community supporters. While the softball team missed out on the postseason, freshman outfielder Taylor Terrio became the first player in program history to be named the Southland Conference Freshman of the Year, earning all-league first-team honors as well. Terrio led the league in conference games with a .463 batting average. Additionally, sophomore second baseman Danielle Phillips earned placement on the third team for the second year in a row.
It feels really good because last year I got third team all conference and I was able to do it again, so hopefully next year I'll be able to move up to second or first team.
I thought it was pretty awesome, for the program to see that happen. That hard work is going to pay off if you definitely go on the recruiting trail, find the kid that's supposed to get it done, and then, obviously let the kid bloom.
The Women's Night Out fundraiser was held last Thursday at the Cypress Columns in nearby Gray. Nichols coaches, administrators, and many Colonel faithful showed up to extend their support to the women's sports teams. The event consisted of a silent auction and a live auction and a special speech by the university's First Lady, Colonel Jean Murphy.
It shows the community, I hope, the power of Nichols women's athletics and what we could do with even more resources. So we're hoping for a good turnout.
Women's basketball head coach Doobie Plaisance also spoke to the crowd as they prepared for a night of fun, food, and fundraising. Special celebrity meal servers included several Nichols coaches and the university's president, Dr. Bruce Murphy. The track and field squad finished off the week strong on Sunday as senior Jackie White won gold in the 800-meter run at the Southland Conference Championships held in Conway, Arkansas. The Spring Hill, Florida native ran at 2 minutes and 11.44 seconds, beating the silver medalist by over a second. Nichols also received a silver medal in the javelin thanks to senior Jamie Springer, who has qualified for the NCAA regionals this weekend. With the soccer team coming off its best season in school history and the women's basketball program in the midst of its best era ever, the 2014-2015 season holds a great deal of promise here at Nichols. For the Seth Thibodeaux Show, this is Tiffany Williams.
Thank you very much, Tiffany. Coach, a gold medalist, a freshman of the year in softball. Good things are happening all around this department right now.
It's been a great year. It's been good. It was started out with soccer and really kind of carried on. The momentum has all year long, and it's good to see all these teams doing really well, especially the women. And our guys really enjoy going out to all these games and supporting them. And it's great for Nichols, it's great for our university, and it's great for the culture of our program.
Rouse's Student Athlete of the Week coming up on the other side when we wrap things up. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Seth Thibodeaux Show, presented by the Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional.
You may know Thibodaux Regional was the first hospital in the region to take a leadership role in athletic safety, and they responded by developing a comprehensive sports medicine program. But did you know their certified athletic trainers assist high schools with team event coverage, and that they are the region's only hospital with sports medicine fellowship-trained physicians? TJ Boudreau knows they're here for athletes of all ages. Parents, coaches, and athletes know Thibodaux Regional Medical Center for expert, compassionate care.
Donnie, I'm in Rouse's at least 3 times a week, and I want the best prices every day.
Come on, Chef, let's go shopping.
All right. There's got to be at least 1,000 items just on this one aisle.
At Rouse's, we stock more groceries than anyone else.
I can see that. So what's with the tag? Best price every day.
It's the Rouse's guarantee. You're getting our lowest price every day.
So when I see this tag,
you know you don't have to wait for a sale.
I can shop any day
and get our best price every day. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not.
Well, we're all about the people that we care for. Every day we find a way to make your life better, that's what we're here for. Yeah, we're all about the people. We help you take care of yourself. That's what we do. We're here for you with people's health.
Back here with you, wrapping things up on the Seth Thibodeaux Show, presented by the Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional. I'm Mike Wagenheim, alongside Colonel Head Baseball Coach Seth Thibodeaux. Time to announce our Rouse's Student Athlete of the Week. You're either local or you're not. Louisiana's Best can be found at your local Rouse's or at Rouse's.com. This week, it's Jackie White. As Tiffany mentioned, Jackie won gold in the 800 meter at the Southland Outdoor Track and Field Championships on Sunday. Congratulations to Jackie. Coach, this will be the final weekend here as the Colonel's host McNeese. Final weekend for your seniors to play here at Didier Field. Now, I know you're going to miss this class.
I will. I will miss them quite a bit, but I'm very proud to be able to use them as motivation and leadership and examples for the years to come, because it's important what they've done, and they're about to do some things that haven't been done here in a very long time, and I'm excited. They were hungry for this, and they deserve everything that happens for them in a positive way.
Coach, can't wait for the weekend to get here.
Mike.
The head coach of the Colonels, Seth Thibodeaux. Nichols playing for a Southland Conference championship this weekend. More details available at our website, GoColonels.com. We will talk to you again coming up after the Southland Conference tournament. Until then, take care. Today's show has been presented by the Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional, dedicated to patient-centered excellence. This program has also been sponsored by Rouse's Supermarkets. You're either local or you're not. And People's Health, your Medicare health team. This has been a presentation of the Colonel Sports Network.